Hello and welcome back to Under Wendy's Willow. Here's me lady, and here I am with you and just saying what a beautiful day, what a beautiful, wonderful time of year. Looky, look, it's the last day of July and what a summer we've had so far. It's just been perfect. And when I was walking out today to my willow, I was thinking about, do I have a big topic I want to talk about? What do I want to talk about? And I was thinking about, I had talked to some people who had just bought a new house recently, and they were really working on shifting the energy in that house and changing it to kind of claim it as their own, to get rid of any negative kind of vibrations that were there before they moved in. And one of the things that I really do tell people is to figure out what is symbolic to you, what works for you, what you relate to. I like putting a bowl of salt in each room before you move your furniture in or any of your belongings. Just putting a little bowl of salt in each room and leave it there for 3 days if you can. And then at the end, get rid of the salt. Let it just absorb, much like salt would wick out infection if you were using it for a wound or pulling away bacterias or unhealthy things. It's the same with energy. Salt can clear away negativity and cleanse a space. Really, really, really great. And it's such a simple way to do it. It's really about your intentions. You can use crystals, you can use smudge sticks, you can use prayer, you can use a broom to sweep away the old, you can use symbolic things. You can do it from a remote location and draw a map of the house and send Reiki energy to it. There's so many ways. You can envision it lit in a gold light or a white light or a high vibration. The point is about picking something that works for you, that you relate to, that feels like it would be powerful for you. Even if it was drawing the symbols of daisies all over a piece of paper with a little house drawn in the middle and really praying deeply over that and claiming your space, raising the vibration, drawing hearts around it. It's not about what tool you specifically use. It's about whether or not you trust that it's going to do the job for you. And I have to say, I'm really passionate about this. Using what works for someone else when it comes to your belief system or your spirituality or your mode of prayer or your mode of manifestation, to me, it's so much more powerful and so much more effective if you're using your own, borrowing maybe concepts or ideas that others may have used or what others may have brought into their practices. Sure, nothing wrong with creative ideas and finding out what others like, but there's something so much more empowering about choosing what you're going to use as your tools or how you're going to create your magical space or your prayer or your ritual or your sacred energy work. And really choosing it from an intuitive spot, meditating on it, kind of seeing what your subconscious is pushing forward or what your subconscious may want you to have for that experience might not even be at first what you thought it was going to be in your head. It could totally end up being something very, very different, and that's cool. When I had a store, I used to have a little shop in a little town near where I live here in Ontario, Canada, and I used to have a little shop there, a little metaphysical shop, psychic shop. We had psychics working out of there and stuff, and I sold a lot of really cool stuff in that store. It's every little witch's dream when she grows up to have her little magical shop, and I gifted that to myself for a period of time in my life, and it was a very good experience. It went through a lot of ups and downs because I didn't know kind of what I was doing with it. On the other hand, I had an amazing magical experience there. One thing, though, that I was a stickler for was I sold lots of really cool books in there. I sold all kinds of books about so many different eclectic spiritual belief systems and ways of thought and magical uses, and some even off the fringe kind of magical practices or spiritual belief things. One thing I did not sell in my store, and it was important to me that I never sold spell books that told people how to do spell. spells, no specific spell books. They're real popular in some new age metaphysical shops and things like that. And I just never did. I felt like, I mean, I sold loads and loads of herbs and lots of candles and groovy stuff and tincture bells and crystals and pendulums and tarot decks and sarongs and, it was so beautiful there, and had wonderful works of art from local people, but not the spells. That's up to somebody to decide for themselves how they were going to do a spell, or how they were going to do a prayer ritual, or how they were going to do any kind of work like that. That's really about browsing the shop or meditating for a while on your ethics or what you want to manifest or what you want to do, and choosing very well from an intuitive place, from a heart link place, how you see your prayer manifesting, or how you see your magical workings going. And to, again, not copy a practice of someone else's. And to me, I feel like that's really how you harness your intentions even more so, is not worrying whether or not you're doing it right. It's about, it's kind of like dancing. If I try to dance like everybody else, I'm never really going to dance. But if I just simply find what dancing is for me and I let that flow, then I'm seriously learning to dance and letting free and letting my soul show me what dancing is to me. And it's the same when you're working with energy. Let your soul show you what those workings, those energy workings and those magical workings are to be for you. And study other practices, study what other people do. Definitely mind your ethics. Good Lord, for the highest good. And then I go on and on about this. And if you're somebody who watches my stuff, you know that. But again, follow your heart. It's your spiritual guide, because it's always working for your highest good. And then intuition of yours is going to tell you how to manifest, how to work your energy workings, and what's going to be the most beautiful practice for you. And don't worry if it's really different from what someone else is doing. Your heart will tell you whether you're in line with what's for the highest good and beautiful love and light energy at its highest vibration. I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Blessings to all of you, and enjoy your energy work. Trust your heart. Follow it.